What's going on here?
So it looks like UFC 303 is in trouble. The main event's off. We're getting mixed signals both ways, but it looks like Conor McGregor is pulling out of 303, and he has never, by the way, never pulled out of a fight. Even when he's injured, he hasn't pulled out of a fight. Even when his opponent pulls out, he just steps up and has someone else fill in, and he'll fight whoever. Well, McGregor in this big, massive return looks like he's pulling out. So this is what happened yesterday, Cricket, or I guess two days ago now. Conor McGregor and the Michael Chandler news conference got postponed. Everyone was like, what's going on there? There wasn't really much being said about it. It was supposed to take place in Dublin later in the day on Monday, and they had to cancel it, and everyone's like, what's going on? And what raised suspicion was you're not really hearing much from Conor. This is about all we got from Conor. He says, in consultation with the UFC, today's press conference was canceled due to a series of obstacles outside of our control. I apologize to my Irish fans and fans around the world for the inconvenience and appreciate all your passion and support. I can't wait to put on the greatest all-time show in the octagon. So it's like, okay, we get it. Something happened, maybe travel arrangements, whatever. It sounded like it wasn't Chandler's fault. Chandler was like getting ready to hop on a bird and fly across the pond and go to this thing. And the UFC Sunday night knew that this was going to be canceled for Monday. So they told him, don't even do it yet. Let's just wait till we figured out what time we're going to do it. So it's like, okay, these happen, right? These happen. No big deal. But what's really interesting is what happened after all of that. First of all, you've got people speculating and throwing rumors out there. And when people start throwing rumors out there, bad mouthing Conor, he's the first one to get on social media, start calling people out, telling them that they're wrong. Or if it's on the UFC side of thing, he will start blaming the UFC, right? But then this happened, Cricket. ESPN is no longer advertising UFC 303 on their website and streaming platforms. Uh-oh.
Oh,
That's not good. And I also feel terrible because I told people, hey, you can save $10. Go buy it now. You got till the 24th. Go buy it now.
Yeah, you're that guy.
I know. I look like an asshole now.
Man,
y'all don't. Conor McGregor might not even be on the card.
Y'all didn't know Will got a little $10 fee from ESPN for all that, man.
I'm gonna have to.
Cooler if you did.
If they want me to keep.
Cooler if we got $10 for all those pay-per-views that were ordered, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they're gonna have to start offering pay-per-view for $10 if they can't. If they can't.
It's hard to say. Yeah, you doing this?
McGregor on this thing.
Give that stuff away.
Yeah, but yeah, this is strange. This is very strange because Dana hasn't come out and said anything. Conor's quiet, which is odd. Then they pull the pay-per-view. Then they pull all they put up a bunch of free old Conor free fights. They blocked those and pulled those down. And so we're thinking, what the hell is going on in this in UFC 303? Are we gonna have the headline? Because if you look at the rest of the card, not great. It was very top heavy. It was very, hey, we've got one guy here. Yeah, so we don't really need to fill out the rest of it. No offense to any of the other fighters. All right, but let's be honest.
We know,
man, that's the reason why people are buying this fight is because of Conor McGregor. Not even Chandler. Sorry, Chandler. No offense. It's because Conor McGregor, and Chandler knows this. That's why he sat out for 2 years waiting for this fight.
That's what I'm saying. He knows this one right here sets you up for life, man. You fight that guy one time, don't matter. You knock him out, he knocks you out. Don't matter how long it lasts. You're paid, man.
So then, let's sit here and let's check in with Ariel Helwani, who MMA expert, covers all things MMA. He says no news at the moment. The hope is the fight is still on. There is positivity, I'd say, but they have set out feelers to see who might be able to fill in, either as a replacement or an entirely new fight at the top of the bill. Still developing and still some time. He also came out and said a few things to remember. Conor McGregor has never pulled out of a scheduled UFC fight ever. So get out of here with this pole merchant nonsense. He could have easily pulled out of UFC 108 when Aldo withdrew, but he remained on the card to fight Mendez with a messed up knee. When scheduled, he always has shown up. Obviously, streaks are made to be broken, but that's his history. Things happen in training camp all the time that don't see the light of day. If his presser wasn't scheduled for yesterday, we'd likely never have been alerted to anything because there would have been nothing to cancel. And this is true. I mean, hell, the reason why he snapped his ankle last time was because he messed up his ankle. You can watch in that documentary that they have on Netflix, right? He messed up his ankle he said, I don't care. And he had those stress fractures on it and whatnot. And he
Well,
said, I don't care.
snap.
I'm not canceling this fight against Poirier. I'm not canceling. And he went out there. And of course, I mean, he probably should have canceled the fight because first round, or was it the beginning of the second round? Anyways, early in the fight, he steps back and snaps his ankle in half, right?
I think it was early in the second round, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was. And then and that's the last we've seen of him, right?
Yep. Was that damn near 2 years ago?
Yeah. So now we're sitting here thinking, okay, is everyone's speculating that it's Conor McGregor? Maybe this is something with Chandler, but this was posted yesterday that Michael Chandler has left his training camp in South Florida and is returning home to Nashville, Tennessee.
I started to say, you better come hang out with me, man.
That's right.
Look for me, you find me in Tennessee, bro. That's right.
This is what he said. He goes, yeah, if you're looking for me, I'll be out in Tennessee. No way out of the life we choose. Walk on. So he leaves his fight camp. We're 3 weeks away from this thing. 4 weeks away from this event. Kind of crazy to leave your fight camp. Now, obviously, if things are back on, he's immediately I'm sure he can start training in Tennessee.
I'm sure he'll still be getting a little workout in each day.
Yeah, doing a couple push-ups here and there, right?
At least a couple.
This leads to believe that the speculation is that it's Conor. That Conor is out of this fight, probably due to an injury, because that's the only reason why I'd see why he would pull out. By the way, I was talking about this with Paulo Costa about being just juiced out of his mind now that the UFC isn't testing as hard with USADA. Have you seen Chandler lately? Dude looks massive. Not that he was small before, but dude, and I know they're fighting at 170 instead of 155, so you can put on a little extra weight, but oh boy, it's going to be fireworks, baby.
That Ostrin has been pretty popular lately.
Yeah. This was funny. This guy says UFC 303 no longer being advertised on pay-per-view. UFC has privated the Conor McGregor free fights posted a few days ago. Conor McGregor and Dana White have been silent, which is odd. Michael Chandler is posting self-help quotes on Instagram.
Oh man, what is going on here?
No one knows, but it looks like Conor McGregor has pulled out of UFC 303. And I think the reason why they're not announcing anything yet is they need to have a plan in place before it goes full panic mode.
They're
already talking about stepping up is Volkanovski stepping up. I just can't see Volkanovski and Chandler fighting because Chandler's just thicker than Volk right now.
How big's Volk?
Well, he was the 145 pound. It's tough to say because this dude used to weigh like he's a small guy in height, but he used to weigh like 230 pounds.
Holy shit!
Then decided to get in shape and dropped it all the way down, and then he became one of the best UFC 145 pounders of all time.
He weighed 230 pounds, lost
something like
85 pounds, and it was just like, hell, I'm going to go win the championship. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. And not only win the championship, he was one of the best champs at 145 we've ever seen.
Volk, man. Let's go, bro.
So, I mean, it's not out of the realm. He obviously can fight Chandler, and it's going to be interesting. But it sounds like if Chandler is headed back to Tennessee, it sounds like Chandler wants Conor or nothing. So maybe that's where they're
Can we call Volkanovski fans the Volk folk?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. As long as we can stamp that.
Now, there's one guy out there that thinks, who knows a thing or two about the MMA and about promotions. He thinks there's no way in hell Conor's retiring Conor's pulling out of this fight because he says if Conor does pull out this fight, then that's it. He's done. That's his official retirement, and it's not a crazy take.
Whose retirement? So if Conor pulls out of the fight, Chandler's going to retire, or Conor's retiring?
Connor's retiring.
Okay.
Conor McGregor does not fight Michael Chandler on June 29th, which I think he's going to. If he doesn't, I would go a step further as to tell you that will be the announcement of his retirement. This right now today is the day where you use illness and injury. Those are the two favorite excuses from fighters, but they're even putting out doctors' reports and x-rays. This would be the time that all of a sudden your shoulder isn't feeling well. This would be the time. And who would question Conor McGregor considering he's coming off a fractured injury? But he didn't choose to do that. He kept his mouth shut. He said, I'm not going to do it. I'm just sharing for you. This announcement's a lot bigger than whatever ends up coming. I think the fight's going to be fine, and we're going to get an explanation for the cancel of the media. If that's wrong, I don't think there's a cancel or a postponement of a fight. I think that would be the announcement of the end of a career. They either fight on the 29th or we move on. Oh, and by the way, the show's still going to happen. I believe Conor's going to be opposite Michael Chandler. I'm very confident in telling you that. However, if he's not, Michael Chandler versus Max Holloway for the BMF is the fight to book.
Woo! That's
just
interesting.
fight, though.
Yeah, he just got the BMF a couple months ago.
They just fought like 3 weeks ago. You're gonna turn around and make him fight again?
Max Holloway? This motherfucker steps up and is ready to throw with
Who was
anyone.
he fought Gaethje?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's right. He had that's that crazy KO right at the last second or whatever.
Yeah.
When they just like when they pointed at the ground, they just started throwing haymakers. What a great fight! Yeah, I want to see that guy fight again. Absolutely.
Yeah. So we don't know. We don't know what's going on here. Nothing official, but I mean, you heard it from Chael Sonnen. He says he thinks the fight's going on. Chael doesn't put things out there. I mean, Chael's a great promoter. Chael ain't a liar, right? Chael ain't gonna go out there and put things out there just for clicks. When he backs something up, it's because he truly believes it. So when he says he thinks the fight's still on, the fight's still on. He makes a good point. He makes a good point about injuries. That if this was due to injury, this is when you start leaking those injury news. You know, you start posting certain things on there. So the fact that we don't have that, it's weird. It's weird that Conor and Dana have both been silent this long. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Is the fight on? Is the fight off? What do you think is going on? And watch, by the time I end up posting this video, we're gonna have news breaking early this morning. But that's what we've got coming out of the UFC. UFC 303 likely headline fight. Conor McGregor is out. What are they going to do? I don't know.